Hey you guys, it's your girl Russhana.love and I'm back again with another video. Today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to melt your lace as such, as well as showing you guys how to do curly baby hair. Okay, so I am coming on here with my lace already glued down because this is mostly like the melting process. Honestly, as someone that does hair, you can glue your lace down, not so perfect, but once you take the steps to melt it, your install will come out fine. So I did use Ghost Bond to glue my lace down. I did 3 layers, and then now moving on to what I'm doing right now. Basically, I'm taking a eyelash tweezer and I'm using that because it has a very tight grip, and I'm using that to pull up pieces of the lace that is not completely melted down, and then I'm taking an eyebrow razor to just cut that off. Doing this will help eliminate the halo effect around your lace. Like, you know how like sometimes when you install a wig and you can see like it's just white around the hairline, so doing this just eliminates some more of that look, and it also creates a flat install because there's less lace just sitting on your forehead. The key to getting an install that looks like scalp is to take off as much excess lace as possible, because at the end of the day, lace is lace. Your lace will always show because it's not real hair, but the less excess lace you have laying on the front of the hairline, the better your install will look. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I like to get as close as to where the hair starts as possible. Also, when cutting your lace, you want to make sure that you're not cutting straight across, because when you're cutting straight across, it just makes it obvious that there's a blunt cut, and you know it's going to give a wig. So what you want to do is you can either use an eyebrow razor as I'm using, which automatically gives it a jagged look, or you can use the scissors, but when you're cutting it, you will cut in a zigzag motion. When I'm satisfied with how much lace I took off, I take some foundation that matches my skin color, and then I'm going to go in and put that all around the lace, even behind the baby hairs, and especially on that front piece, because you want that piece to be the most layered as possible, because at the sides, the baby hairs are going to cover the lace some, but you want to make sure that that middle section that is without baby hairs is the most laid throughout the whole install. Another very important thing you want to do with your installs to eliminate that halo effect and make your install look like scalp is to go ahead and take some rubbing alcohol and just remove some of that foundation that you put on the lace, because sometimes when you put foundation on, it will like go on the forehead when it's not supposed to be on the forehead, like it's supposed to be right on the lace. So when that combines with the residue of the glue, it will create that halo effect. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in with some rubber alcohol and make sure that it saturates the front of the hairline. If you have to re-glue the very front, that's fine, but you want to make sure you remove all of that foundation that was sitting on the front of your forehead, as well as the glue residue. Now what you see me doing right now, I'm taking a Q-tip and I'm going ahead again with some rubber alcohol so that I can get closer to the lace and take off as much of that excess foundation as possible. I also did take tweezers to pick it up, but it's kind of hard to remove the excess glue. This is why when you're gluing down your lace or placing your glue, you want to make sure that you place exactly where the lace is going to be, because if there's glue sitting in front of your lace, it's going to show, and this is one of the worst parts. Like, I hate this so much, it makes me cringe. So when you're done laying your lace down, you want to make sure you go back in to remove any glue that's sitting in front of your lace, as well as foundation. I hope I'm making sense. I did just say a lot, so I hope I made sense, but yeah. Now you guys can see me going back in with my tweezers to remove more of that glue residue. Once again, if you have to go back in and re-glue the front of your install, do that. It's better than to have excess glue in the front of your lace, because it just wouldn't look right. Like, you want to have as little bit of glue in front of your lace as possible. So once again, if you have to re-glue the very front, it's fine. Just remove the excess glue. I'm gonna go back in with some foundation, and to top it all off, I'm gonna be going in with some Got to Be Blue spray, which is the best. A lot of people abandon this, but I'm still loyal to my Got to Be Blue spray. This is the main component to making sure my lace lays down flat. Like when I'm finished doing everything and I spray it on my forehead, I mean on the hairline, and I tie it down with an elastic band, that's just the cherry at the top. Like when I take that off, literally it gives scalp. I don't care who Got to Be Good spray doesn't work for, but it definitely works for me, and I feel like if you use it the correct way, it should work for you. Now I'm going ahead. I'm gonna like slick my hair up into a half down because here's how I'm doing. I'm not gonna really explain this too much. Well, I'm gonna explain it, but I'm not gonna go in depth to it because it's not really like a half down tutorial. It's mostly about bouncing the lace down. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just gonna take it up and I'm gonna apply some Lustrous Nutrients wax stick, as well as my Got to Do spray to sleek it up. Slick. I did do it a few times, so you guys are not gonna see me get it perfect on camera. But that's what I'm gonna do right now, and I'll be right back and talk to you guys once the ponytail is done. Alright, you guys, so the elastic band's about to come off. I left it on for like about 5 minutes. You don't need no longer than 5 minutes. 5 minutes is fine. If you want to go longer, that's fine, but 5 minutes works perfect for me. I don't actually time it like you. Usually, what I would do is I would like do that, tie it down, and then do other things, and I'll come back to it. So I don't have the exact time, but about 5 minutes is good. When I took that off, y'all, when I said I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, do y'all see this? It's literally giving scalp, like, bro, literally. Like, this install was probably one of the best installs I've ever did on myself. So, you should definitely try these methods and let me know how it works for you. Like, just look at this, y'all. Like, it was so one of my hands, I don't know which hand I'm using. I think it's my left hand. I'm using my left hand to hold it down, and I'm using my right hand with the edge brush in it to just make the curl lay down how it's supposed to. The point of curling is so that when you do this step, it automatically lays down the way it's supposed to because it's curls. So the curl's gonna naturally fall that way. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna hold it down and just press it into place. I am going to take a little bit more Gorilla Snot to just hold that curl into place, but you do not want to like weigh it down too much with the Gorilla Snot. And I am making a TikTok as I'm doing this, so that's why I see me picking up my phone. I might post a TikTok, I don't know. I don't know, yeah. I have anxiety when it comes to posting. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot for me to upload a video. Like, I'll be so like, oh my god, like this video is so cringy, but I still upload it. But yeah, you guys, I think that's the thing doing the other side because my camera died or something like that. But you guys did see how I did the first part. That's something I did on the other side. This is the finished look when I went on a few days after. My hair done. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.